it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, still can't believe you love me. I hope it never ends, us being more than friends, yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day, yeah. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, still can't believe you love me. Falling into your
Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I am setting up my February budget, the monthly budget, what I call, the beginning of the month, just laying down the stickers, laying out the outline of what the month is going to look like and what bills are going to get paid with what paycheck at what time. And that is how I run my budget. I basically say, okay, here's paycheck 1. And here's paycheck 2. What happens between paycheck 1 and paycheck 2 is paycheck 1 budget. What happens between paycheck 2 and paycheck 3, that is paycheck 2 budget. And then what happens paycheck 3 till the end of the month, that is paycheck 3 budget. And this is how I divide up my budget. My budget is never the same every month in the sense of when the timing of things are paid, because my husband gets first of the month pay, and then he gets every other Friday. So sometimes every other Friday is early in the month. Sometimes every other Friday doesn't start until later in the month. Some weeks, like this week, it's on the 4th. Later in the year, you'll see it rotate to the 11th or 12th, kind of later. This gives me a way of kind of going, okay, how do I make sure everything I need is taken care of? And I have groceries and money and all that. Now, I could easily, and it would not make a difference if I combine pay 1 and 2 together as one pay. But I'm so detailed oriented, I can't let myself do it. So you will see paycheck 1 and paycheck 2 back to back very quickly. And then this is a shorter month. It's only 28 days for February. Hopefully sometime in this month, my husband will be coming home, but I have no idea. I really, really don't. What I do know is when he does come home, and I'm hoping, I kind of hope, just for paycheck number's sake, he doesn't come home until after the 11th, because that would make things perfect, because this paycheck would get a full 2 weeks of overtime. And if he's home here, then anytime after this point, then it doesn't matter, because I don't want to count any more overtime. I'm ready for him to come home. He's pretty sure he's not coming home early February, maybe later February, hopefully not into March. But he's in a position where it's just really up in the air, and world events such as COVID and flights and international and people's health and trying to get those things settled, and hopefully flights aren't canceled for any reason. Just trying to keep things going. Yeah, it's not easy for a business right now. So I have all my stickers laid out. You saw me put those down. I know when everything is going to get paid. I have over here, this is where I just kind of check off, you know, these are the pays that come in. So my husband gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pays, and then we get rent from our son. So there's a lot of pay happening here, and I just put paydays down because these first 4 actually come on the 1st. That is our pay for the first of the month. And then salary check and salary check. So I like tracking to make sure everything comes in smoothly and everything is taken care of properly. Now here, these are the charges that go on our Visa card. These are still bills we have to pay every month, but I want to make sure since they're not out here on the calendar, I'm still checking them off. That's why they're over here as expenses, not as debt, because I pay them off every month. Now I may put other things on the credit card and that might be considered debt, but I usually pay it off every month or close to paying it off every month, and I just roll over a little bit and I end up paying that off the next month. So that is how I run my credit card. So there's that. Now I'm going to move into my budget. So you saw me write all these expenses in. We're going to go back one by one and just kind of fill in all the different things that we know and expect. So when I have things such as pay, our pay is fairly regular. I pretty much know what it is. And even if I don't, like here in salary, overtime, I don't put overtime down. I just put my husband's salary and leave it at that. I don't even consider it. I consider whatever I know is guaranteed to come based on his salary. Here, when utilities come in, I will put last month's amount in this month until I get a bill, and then I will change it and make the adjustments. And right now, the only one I don't know for sure is the electric. That bill hasn't processed yet. It may in a week or so, but for right now, it's not there. So I will be making an adjustment on that, but I will put what I put in January for February because it'll be very similar. And then the city utilities, this is the month I don't actually get a bill. So this is a month I actually just do $100 and I just send that in. So that won't change. So that's the only one I know that's going to be variable. The rest of these are pretty much set in stone. So I'm going to pop these pages out again. And we're going to zoom in again. And I'm going to go with the numbers with you. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Now, I did want to show you part of the calendar, which is on the back side of my budget sheet. I actually used, because I had not cut or print or cut my expense stickers for the month. And I thought, oh gosh, I'm ready to do my budget. I haven't done that yet because I've been working on so many other things. And I realized, oh yeah, I still have old Sarah Marie stickers in a book over here. And so I pulled the old Sarah Marie stickers, budgeting expense stickers out. That I used to have, and so that's what I'm using this time because it's February, they're pink, they match, I'm happy. And I don't have to print and cut stickers, so we're good to go there. Let's go ahead and turn this over, and I'm gonna grab my notes off to the side here and kind of make sure I know what I'm talking about. And we're just gonna go through this one by one. Okay, now I think I'm ready. So what I'm going to do with the budget, and what I do is I budget the minimum amount I know is going to be there. So balancing forward, I'm going to put 0. And the reason I'm going to put 0 is because I haven't closed out my budget and I don't know what it is. So I'm not going to budget the balance forward going into the next month because I have no clue. And that's okay. I don't mind not knowing. I just need to make sure that the money that I'm working with is the money that's I know that's going to come in. And I prefer to, I don't always start with 0, but I do prefer to start with 0 just because I know I'm staying within my means and I'm not carrying over to pay for the next month. So military retirement check this year is $1,592.19. Husband was 20 years active duty Navy. He's now a civilian contractor for the Navy. Not much longer. He's almost done with his master's degree. He's still working on it, but he wants that degree and he wants to find a new job. So there may be changes coming by the end of this year. So VA disability, $2,287.52. VA education. I always budget 0 until I see the pending deposit, and I won't see that until next week. Rent and dividends. My son is autistic. He gets SSI money because of his disability and not able to work. So SSI just means supplemental security income. And we keep $711 of that. And he keeps $130 of it. And then it says dividends here. So whenever my credit union puts a few pennies into our checking account, I just kind of add it to the end of his rent, and that balances everything out. So the salary I'm expecting, and the salary is going to be incorrect because I haven't seen a salary paycheck without overtime yet. But on January 15th, my husband got a small pay raise with his company. It happens every January. And once I know what that number is, that'll be the new salary going forward. And I probably won't be writing that down until March because I won't know what it is until March. But that is going to be $2,313.28 based on his old pay. Now that's the salary check we always get that we know we're getting every paycheck from the company he works for. And then again for the last pay of the month. All right, so now that we have all the income we know that's supposed to be coming in, and the income we're willing to say, yes, this is what's coming in, we're going to total this up, and that's going to give us our budget amount on what we can stick with and use for the paycheck period. So let's go ahead and total this up, and I'll be right back. All right, for the month, take home should be $9,217.27. So I'm going to write that number down here. I'm going to have to move my calculator a little bit. $9,217.27. So that is what I have to work with in total for the entire month of February. That includes grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, gasoline, fun stuff, unexpected stuff, bills, expenses, the whole gamut. So here we go. Now we're going to go down here to my bills and expenses. The first thing I have here is my Roth IRA. It is very critical I start this Roth IRA. I'm in a good place where I want to and financially can support it. So we are going to put $158 every paycheck. So there's going to be 3 times this month you're going to see this number come up, and that is going to be transferred into our savings account. And this is to fund our 2023 savings. And for me, my husband pays his Roth out of his salary check, and we can see it on the salary check, but I don't actually show that to you because I don't show you the breakdown of my husband's paychecks. So, and then if there's money left over at the with the overtime money, that will go towards funding the second half of my Roth IRA for this year. Because by the end of February, we're meeting with our financial people and we're setting up my Roth IRA for 2022, and overtime is paying for that, and the paychecks are paying for next year's. And this is just a revolving thing until every year, hopefully I can get it fully funded. The mortgage, and the reason I do that, try to get all the $6,000 that you can put in our Roth IRA, which is the max, up front, is so that it can gain the maximum amount of interest throughout the year, the entire year. So that's really awesome. Let's see here, mortgage. Our mortgage is $1,990.98. So that hasn't changed. Usually if it changes, it's in August when they reevaluate property tax and escrows and all that good stuff. It's a fixed mortgage, but it does fluctuate once a year. Helping Hands is a tithing to the VA disability. $200 out of that goes to Helping Hands at our church for programs and things needed for the families. If there are people that are in help or in need, then this is what we contribute to help to that. Humana Health. So this is my son's health insurance that we pay to keep him with the TRICARE network so that he has the same medical provider as we have, and he gets his medications for free through the military treatment facility, though we have to pay this once a month. It's $512. That went up this year. Roth IRA. So this is, when you see Roth IRA, that means I got a new paycheck, or we're transitioning from paycheck 1 to paycheck 2 to paycheck 3. And that means for 2023. So this is all going to next year's $158. And then Paramount Plus is $5.99, a streaming service we have. Normally I put that on a credit card, and I keep saying this every month, and I just keep forgetting to do it. I need to put it back on the credit card. I took it off because I had to get a new credit card, and the number changed, and I just haven't moved it back. Natural gas. Let's see. I do know. There it is. The new amount is $149.86. I believe it's going to be higher than this. No, that's what this month is for January. In March, it's going to be really high for February. So, just saying. We had snow and it got cold. Natural gas. Greater Europe Mission is a tithe for the... What did I say? What was? Oh, Helping Hands is a tithe to the military retirement check. Greater Europe Missions is a tithe to the VA disability. I said that backwards. I'm sorry. So $231.75 is that one. And this is to support a missionary family that we love and adore. And then this is a tithe to the salary check. So the salary checks here, and so tithe just means it goes to our church. Geico. Oops, I'm getting ready to spell Geico. I already have spelled it. For 2 vehicles, it is $122.40. That fluctuates the pennies a little bit, but I'll figure that out when the bill comes. This is the one I don't know for sure. Electric, $116.14. Since we've been stuck at home all day long, every day, and I run my YouTube out in my home. I run the internet. I have the lights on. You know, we're using electricity and laundry and all the things. And my son's usually home all day, and then the other son is at school, but home all weekend. You know, we're just home a lot, so using a lot of electricity for all the devices and all the things. So this is a new pay period. Another Roth IRA, $158 is what I'm putting away. Sinking funds. So this is a savings account where I sink money into it for specific categories that are broken down over a 12-month period. And every month I put money in there. And when it comes due, it's fully funded, and I keep funding it because every year it comes due. So whether it's the property tax on the vehicles, or it's Amazon Prime, or whether it's whatever it is, I created these sinking funds, and I total up what the minimum I need to put in every month, and that's $422.51 this year, and that works. It was higher last year only because I was putting child tax credit in with the sinking funds, and it's just sitting there in the savings account until I do my taxes. Life insurance, $87.56 for all 4 of us. Oops, 56. I almost wrote the wrong number. Or I did write the wrong number. Okay, 6. There we go. Tithe is $310, and then Vivint is $56.46, and iTunes is $2.99. I'm going to grab my other side of the sheet, and we're going to fill this in. So here we go. T-Mobile, this past month, it keeps creeping up a little bit. I need to really, $220.70. That's what it was in January. I need to check the fees and stuff and make sure nothing's changed or something isn't weird or whatever. The Visa is going to be $225 budgeted unless I put other stuff on there and I have to pay that at the end of the month That's basically the subscriptions, the bills, and things that I actually put on there. Verizon is $82.71, and then city utilities, this will not change because this is not a month that I have to pay a bill. This is a month that they skip, and then they won't charge me a bill until next month. And so I just put $100 credit into that account, and then when they go to tally the bill next month, then they'll give me a total what the difference is. So grocery household, I'm going to keep to my categories. I'm going to keep it low, for me low, $1,000 for grocery household. That includes cleaning supplies, that includes filters for the house, that includes not home decor, but household items that you would need, your toiletries, your food, grocery side, edible food, and as well as things like makeup and deodorant and toothbrushes and toothpaste. Just all the things. That's included for the entire month. With my husband gone, we don't spend nearly that amount, but I still like budgeting the same exact amount. So when he comes home, I'm used to having that taken out of the budget. But I'm right now pretty good in savings mode. I mean, I saved more than his overtime, over $500 more than his overtime, based out of the spending categories. I couldn't believe it. I was like, okay, your overtime was this amount, but we actually put this much in savings, and it was like $550 or 500 and some dollars. And I was like, oh my goodness, I saved a lot more than what you actually brought in overtime. So that was pretty awesome. I'm going to put the $450 because I don't know when my husband is coming back in February. I'm really praying and hoping he does come back. Lord, please just give us a return date on your timing, Lord. Had to say a quick prayer there because I'm serious. It'll be 2 months in February 4th, and for some reason this feels longer than most. Usually 2 months doesn't bother me, but man, this is getting really hard. I guess because we've done it so long and we're just tired of doing it, and we just don't want to do it anymore. Hence the reason he's getting his degree and changing jobs. Miscellaneous $550. I can buy clothes with this for me and the boys. I can get shoes. I can get Etsy stuff. I can get stickers. I can get order stuff for my business if I wanted to. It's just miscellaneous stuff that really doesn't fall in a category. We budget that a month if my husband needs stuff. They want camping gear or something like that, or small camping supplies, not big camping stuff. So if there's small things that they need, it's there, available. And then gasoline, I'm going to go back to the I'm going to do $350. I don't know. What did I spend this past month? Let me take a quick look at my thing here. This month I only spent $132 in gasoline. I'll put $300 in case my husband's back, and then in March we'll do $350. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, because I don't plan to go anywhere or do anything. So that is the budget right now. I'm going to go ahead and total this up. So I'm going to zoom this out so we can get the full picture, and we'll go over the totals together and come up with what our income minus expenses are, and then we will go from there. So I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. The budget as a whole. We know we have $9,217.27 to work with. And when you're doing your budget, you want to make sure you have like a buffer or some kind of leeway so you're not spending every penny and then oopsies happen and you don't have enough money to cover it all. So we're going to total up and see how close I am to this and go from there. So I will be right back. Okay, so this is it. This is the number, 7,000. Let me see if I can get it to where it shows. There we go. $7,421.05. That is what we have available. And that's a pretty good number. It's pretty low. Total expenses. And I'm pretty well fine-tuned in my budget, in the sense that I have been doing this since 2019, handwriting it out and knowing what the income is coming in and what's going out and all the things. And so I'm pretty close to what's available, what I know is available for spending and what I know is available for budgeting. Now, what I don't have in here are any appointments for things such as Hopewell. It's $113 every time I go see our counselor. It's a Christian counseling service. Whether I go on my own or me and my husband go together, it's the same cost. So Hopewell is a big deal to both of us, and it's been amazing, and we're really, really enjoying that. So, and caring for ourselves that way. So that is not in here. What other things could be? I'm trying to look at last month's bill. I only have half of it. Let's see. I popped it out for reference and then I only took out half of it. Let's see. Other things that came up last month were my allergy and asthma center. It's $10 every time I go. I think I'm just going to take it out of miscellaneous this month. It's such a small amount. And actually, I don't go again until March, because I'm every 6 weeks now. Yes, I love that. So I don't have to worry about allergy and asthma. And then when I transfer money into savings, like the emergency fund, that kind of thing, I had the plumber come out. I won't have that hopefully this month. I haven't quite closed out this budget yet. I'm doing this before end of January. That's why I don't have all my numbers yet. But so there are things that are going to pop up that's going to use the difference. I just don't know what they are yet. And so I like leaving a pretty good buffer. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with this number here, $9,217.27 minus the $7,421.05. And we get $1,796.22. So on this month, that is what, as soon as I can get the lighting, and oh, there we go. I think that's better. That's the number. So that's my income minus expenses. That is the buffer kind of thing, or what is available left that has not been budgeted yet. Now, I don't think I'm going to have a balance forward this month, just because of everything. I may have a few dollars, but not a lot. Because I still have like 8 days left. So, and I only have like $650 until payday. And in the checking account, I have plenty in savings if I needed it, but I'm only giving myself that amount to get to payday. And that's kind of making me a little nervous because it's really low for me, and to keep that low of a number in the checking account for an entire week before payday. So, yeah, I'm a little nervous, but that's okay. So that is where I'm at. So I have my budgeted. Now, this is one point in time in history of what I am spending. My actuals will look completely different, and I just track the over and under just to see what it looks like. Like I said, the electric will be different, and grocery household always fluctuates. T-Mobile fluctuates a little bit. And then I think that's it as far as fluctuation. Everything else should be exactly the same, which is why I don't do a variable and fixed, because I have so few variable that I have to consider. I don't worry about it. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.
Dancing up in the stars.